Welcome back, folks. Thank you for joining us as we cover another wild week in the world of true crime news headlines. And before we get into the topics, I just want to say thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected by the frigid cold weather, the ice storms that really impacted the entire United States over the past week. Here in South Louisiana, where we record, while it's been an extremely cold, and I'm talking 15-degree wind chills, we did not have the ice storms that those live in central and north Louisiana experienced. And of course, many other states, including Mississippi, Tennessee, you name it, they're all dealing with a mess right now. And last time I looked, over 71 deaths attributed to this event. So certainly prayers go out to all those affected, right, Kelly?
Absolutely. I know some people from the Monroe area had reached out to me yesterday telling me how bad it was, and they didn't have power. And
yeah, they're still struggling up
I know.
there.
So to the linemen and everybody involved, we're praying for you genuinely.
Yes.
Genuinely
100%.
praying for you. And we hope that you make a quick recovery from this and that we can move forward.
Amen to that. And so let's get into the topics for today. In Louisiana, an assistant police chief has been stabbed in a domestic dispute after being caught in bed with another woman. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. We're also going to go to Utah by the way of Croatia to tell you about a Doomsday mother whose 4 children were found in an orphanage after kidnapping them from their child's father in the United States. A West Virginia librarian has been arrested after recruiting assassins to kill President Donald Trump. We have the details on that. In Missouri, a man has been arrested after selling vehicles on Facebook and then stealing those vehicles back from people that purchased the vehicles. In Maryland, a couple has been arrested outside an Applebee's after, let's just say, their hormones were raging. So we've got that story for you.
Were the hormones in the meats?
Well, we'll get to that. You could, it's manner speaking, probably. A shooting in Georgia has left 4 family members dead and 3 children hiding in a closet. We got that story and so much more today on Crime Wire Weekly. I am Jim Chapman.
I'm Kelly Jennings.
And I guess since we've offered our, prayers and all that to the people at the ice storms and more cold weather coming, we'll just drop right into the stories. What do you think?
We should. I will tell you this, though. I walk outside. My animals, my dogs, are refusing to go outside.
Yeah.
Like refusing.
Same.
So I'm having to carry that little rambunctious wiener dog, and I know you have one too, carry him outside howling. He howls like he's being an abused animal.
Yeah, wiener dogs don't like cold.
No.
I mean, my poor Phoebe is hiding under covers constantly, and every time she gets out, you would think it was, we've got the heat on. It's like 68 in the house. She's shaking like a leaf.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, girl, you spoiled? Yeah.
I know. We got to get it under control.
Yeah. Oh, and one more thing I do want to mention, because I don't want to forget this. Want to thank, I guess, my favorite New Yorker for sending some earrings this way last week.
Oh, yeah. The football earrings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kelly got some.
I love them, actually, and I really appreciate them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be wearing them. I have to post it on football season when I.
For sure.
Yeah.
100%. So thank you, Miss Frankowski, for the earrings. I'm going to pierce my ears and wear some myself.
Hey, it would have matched your shirt you're wearing right now.
Yeah, it would have. That's right.
I'm sure your haters would never comment on it.
No, not at all. All right, let's get into it. And we're going to start out in Wilson, Louisiana. And the assistant police chief of the Wilson Police Department was stabbed in his home, allegedly by a girlfriend who discovered him in bed with another woman. The East Feliciana Parish Sheriff's Office responded to a stabbing call last Friday in Wilson around 3 a.m. Upon arrivals, deputies found Tyrone Lamarcus Kilborn Jr., 39, an off-duty assistant chief, suffering from at least 2 significant stab wounds. Kilborn was transported to a local hospital for treatment and has been released to recover at home, with officials stating he is expected to make a full recovery. Following an investigation, the sheriff's office announced that Tamika Rochelle Armstead, 47, of Slaughter, Louisiana, was arrested in connection with that attack.
Hang on. His name is Kilborn, and she's from Slaughter.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the article writes itself.
It's poetic, is it not?
I'm telling you.
Armstead described to authorities as either a current or former girlfriend of Kilborn, faces, I will probably say former,
Yeah.
at least now,
By now.
faces charges of battery of a dating partner and aggravated assault of a dating partner. She was booked into the parish prison where she remains in custody. Sheriff Jeff Travis confirmed the incident appeared to be domestic in nature and targeted, emphasizing it did not involve Kilborn's official duties. No, if he's in bed with another woman, that wouldn't be part of the sheriff's office protocol. Quote, this was a targeted attack, and we believe it was domestic, Travis said in an initial update, and no other individuals were reported injured. The investigation is ongoing, with authorities withholding additional details about the circumstances leading up to the confrontation. Obviously, they're investigating this. Now,
Right.
East Feliciana's town of Wilson only has a population of 400. And of course,
So 1 in 400 chance of dating someone who
Yeah.
stabs you and tries to murder you.
yeah. And he served as the assistant chief of police, obviously contributing to the policing of that area.
Yeah.
But he got caught
Well, they say caught in bed. So,
in bed.
I mean,
It's hard to explain that one away.
it's cold.
How did you get here?
It's cold. We were sharing warmth.
Yeah.
Her heater was out. And
Apparently that didn't work.
no, Tamika, friend,
Tamika,
he ain't worth it, boo.
brought the
Like,
pain.
we don't need to go stabbing people. If he's going to cheat on you, move on.
right,
Move on.
right.
I mean, good God. But yeah, to break, it looks like he lived in a trailer. I'm looking at it right now, a little, like a gray trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm wanting to know, though, don't you want to know, like, did she kick down the door? Did she have a key? You know, did she jug him in bed and the other girls just screaming? Like, I want to know.
Well,
I need more
it'll
details.
come out at some point.
I'm going to be following that one.
Call Jeff Travis.
I would.
might tell you.
Jeffrey,
He's been
call
in
me.
here before.
Call me.
Call him in.
Let me know. So 4 young siblings from Utah who vanished following a Thanksgiving visit with their mother in late November of 2025 have been found safe in a state-run orphanage in Croatia, this according to authorities. The children's mother, Alicia Ann Seymour, 35, was arrested in the coastal city of Dubrovnik, and this was on January 26th of 2026, facing charges related to child abduction and custodial interference. The children, identified as Landon Hal Seymour, who is 11, Levi Parker Seymour, 8, Hazel Ray Seymour, 7, and Jacob Kurt Brady, 3, were last seen with their mother during a court-approved holiday visitation. Seymour, who shared custody with the children's fathers, allegedly fled the United States on a one-way flight to Europe on November 29th, 2025, taking the siblings with her without permission. A welfare check conducted by West Jordan police on December 2nd of 2025 revealed that Seymour's home was unlocked and abandoned, which sparked an international search involving the FBI. Family members, including the children's father, his name is Kendall Seymour. He's the ex-husband to Alicia and the father to 3 of the children, announced the discovery via social media and a GoFundMe page on January 25th of 26. The kids have been located and are trapped in an orphanage in Croatia. And real quick, I got to say, they don't speak the language. And that must be so scary, not only to be taken, but then to not speak the language where you were brought, assuming. How terrifying for these kids. But he expressed relief, but also frustration over the bureaucratic hurdles to bring them home. The Croatian Institute for Social Work is reviewing the case, requiring input from U.S. authorities before releasing the children, citing the international nature of the incident. Investigators uncovered disturbing evidence at Seymour's residence, including a handwritten to-do list that outlined steps to evade detection. Things like shred paperwork, destroy identifying photos, discard her phone, and purchase a prepaid one. A note allegedly containing a delusional message from God promised she would be in Italy by Christmas, according to family accounts. Reports suggest that Seymour held beliefs in impending end of times and biblical prophecies, which may have motivated the flight, as shared by a former boyfriend with local media. Kendall Seymour told outlets he was unaware of these beliefs during their marriage or post-divorce. Seymour faces 4 counts of custodial interference and removing a child from the state of Utah, with the case now involving suing Croatian authorities on charges of violating child rights. She was apprehended approximately 400 miles from the orphanage's location near, is that Zagreb?
Yes.
Zagreb. The U.S. Embassy in Croatia and the FBI are assisting in the ongoing investigation, though officials have declined to comment on specifics. Family members described the ordeal as horrifying, emphasizing the emotional toll on the children and the challenges ahead. It's not over yet, one relative stated, as efforts continue to reunite the siblings with their family in Utah. The GoFundMe has raised funds for travel and legal expenses, with Kendall currently in Croatia advocating for their return.
Yeah, so obviously this person is out of their mind, and the end of the world's coming, and I'm going to steal kids from the father and bring them. Not only, I mean, you're not talking about another state, you're talking about another, all the way halfway across the world.
What's it going to solve if you take them to Croatia? If the end of times are coming, what's Croatia going to do?
Well, it's the United States. I don't know.
I know.
I mean, She's nuts, man.
It's giving Lori Daybell vibes, and also it's giving the case that I did, the 8 passengers, where they just get so religiously thrown that you would take your children and put them in an orphanage.
Well, thank God, with Lori Daybell, she just killed them. So thank God she didn't kill them.
Right.
But, the fact that they were found to me is a small miracle, considering they're on a completely different side of the world.
Yeah.
And Croatia is not exactly like the United States when it comes to laws. So.
And when you look at this daddy, man, I don't know which father, which kids or whatever in the photo, but these are good people. He looks like a good man, and he's just trying to love his children. And then to find them in an orphanage in Croatia, shout out to the FBI and for all the agencies involved in tracking down the kids and figuring this one out.
Right.
Amazing.
All right, let's go to... Well, we're going to go to Ripley, West Virginia to tell you about this one. And a 39-year-old librarian has been arrested and charged with making terroristic threats after she allegedly used social media to recruit individuals to assassinate President Donald Trump. Morgan Morrow was taken into custody on Sunday night following an investigation by Jackson County Sheriff's Office into posts on platforms including TikTok and Instagram. According to officials, Morrow posted videos and content explicitly seeking to enlist people, specifically mentioning someone with a terminal illness who could act as a sniper to target and kill the president. In one reported video, Morrow allegedly stated something to the effect of, quote, "Surely a sniper with a terminal illness can't be a big ask out of 343 million people," unquote. While calling for volunteers to carry out the act, the Jackson County Sheriff's Office described the post as a direct solicitation for others to pursue and assassinate President Trump. Morrow faces one count of making a terroristic threat, a felony under West Virginia law. She was booked into the South Central Regional Jail following that arrest, and authorities emphasized that the case stemmed from a detailed investigation prompted by the concerning online content, with no indication that the actual plot advanced beyond the alleged recruitment attempts. Sheriff Tony Boggs confirmed the arrest in statements to local media, noting the investigation remains active as officials review additional evidence from Moore's social media accounts. Comments on some of her posts reportedly included further suggestions of violence against other high-profile figures, though the primary focus was President Trump. Morrow was employed as a librarian in a small community of Ripley, population around 3,200, and had no prior criminal record to speak of. President Trump's administration and Secret Service have faced multiple reported threats and attempted actions since his return to office, though officials stress this incident appears isolated and self-initiated.
Yeah. What kind of freaking cuckoo are you to think that you could solicit the murder of anyone? And you're just, you don't think it's a big ask to find a terminally ill sniper?
Well, and look, it's absolutely ridiculous and really stupid for anybody to do that. I don't care what you think about Donald Trump. The fact that you would go online and publicly post that you're recruiting individuals to assassinate anybody, president or anybody else for that matter, really tells you what kind of brain power you're dealing with. But, in this case, you got to really watch those when you're the Secret Service, because look, man, people can be triggered by like nothing these days, and you got to take every threat seriously. Now, I'm going to post the picture of this woman online. She is someone that if you're someone that would think who would threaten the president or who would threaten anybody for that matter and go on Facebook and post about it, it would be what this lady looks like.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can describe that. It's just what you're picturing.
Yeah, someone who doesn't have any hobbies, unathletic at best. She needs to stick to the books. Stick to the books. Get that Dewey Decimal System rolling, sister, and stay off social media, because
I don't think they use the Dewey Decimal
well, she needs to go back to it, and she needs to get her mind focused on that.
Went out with the twist.
Listen. She needs a hobby.
Holy smokes.
She needs a hobby.
She doesn't need a hobby other than, making threats against people, because she may have thought that was harmless, but you never know who's going to act on stupid shit like that.
Listen, we gotta get back to not being crazy. Like, death cannot be what you want on people that you disagree with. Have you ever, and I know this is a crazy thing, I'm jumping on real quick. Have you ever literally wanted someone to die because you were mad at them? Like, you wanted them to die. I'm not saying go away, because I have wanted people to go away before.
I'm not going to incriminate myself on the...
Okay, well, I will tell you this: my worst enemy, the person that would go out of their way to try to even get me, I don't wish death on them. I just want them to leave me alone, go away, but not die. So to put that in perspective, to me, that's insanity. That's even the level we go to these days. You seem unimpressed with my commentary right now, Jim.
Okay.
Okay, well, fine. That's a lot. That's a lot for a librarian or anyone. Okay, let's go to Kansas City. Kansas City, Missouri. A 24-year-old man from Kansas City has been arrested and charged with multiple felonies after allegedly selling the same two vehicles multiple times on Facebook Marketplace, only to steal them back and resell them to new victims. Yep. So Mamadou Diallo faces 14 felony counts, including 6 for first-degree tampering with a motor vehicle and 8 for forgery, and this is according to court documents filed in Jackson County. Prosecutors allege that Diallo defrauded at least 8 buyers out of more than $24,000 between May and June 2025 by using forged titles and bills of sale. The scheme involved 2 vehicles. Are you ready for this? You think it'd be like a Lexus, well, not because of the value here, but you think it'd be like a vehicle worth stealing back, right?
Sure.
We're talking a 2013 gray Honda Civic and a
What's wrong with that?
I'm not stealing a Honda Civic. I'm not going to prison for a Honda damn Civic. I ain't against it. I drove one in high school, but I'm not stealing a Honda damn Civic.
Okay.
Not going to do it, Jimothy. I'm stealing your car. That's what I'm doing. What do you drive? Tell the people.
No.
Whatever.
A sports car.
Yeah, a nice sports car. All right.
I don't want anybody showing up at the studio.
Well, you boost that one. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get a good car. I'm not going to get a Honda Civic. Anyway, right. And a 2013, he stayed in the same grouping of age, brown Buick Verano. Do you know what a Verano is?
Yep.
What is it?
A Buick.
You dummy.
It's a car.
But it's just like a little sedan, like a little...
I honestly don't know.
Hell, I ain't even never heard of that. All right. Which Diallo advertised under the Facebook alias Yabal Sharanet. Very studious name here.
Yeah.
All right.
So much for Kevin Smith.
I know.
Right?
Yababal Sharanet. All right. Buyers would meet Diallo in person, pay cash, and receive what appeared to be legitimate paperwork. However, within hours or days, sometimes as little as 7 hours, Diallo would locate and repossess the car, often at night. One victim captured security footage of him stealing the vehicle around 1 a.m. on June 13th, 2025, just hours after the sale, providing key evidence for investigators. In another instance, Diallo attempted to sell the same car back to a previous buyer. So Kansas City police began investigating after receiving 8 stolen vehicle reports linked to the scam. Victims identified Diallo in photo lineups, and when questioned by detectives, he denied any involvement in buying or selling cars on the platform. That wasn't him. That was Yababal Sharanet. Diallo is currently held at the Jackson County Detention Center on a $30,000 cash-only bond, with additional holds from sheriff's offices in Johnson County, Kansas, Johnson County, Missouri, and Platte County, Missouri.
Yeah.
We have 2 Johnson counties in 2 different states.
They got one in Tennessee, too.
Well, dadgum. They need to check there, too. If convicted on all charges, he could face up to 98 years in prison, as each felony carries a maximum 7-year sentence.
Selling a car and stealing it back from the same person you sold it to, that's just unbelievable. And look,
and then selling it again.
Yeah, and I see these scams with Facebook Marketplace. I'm not down with Facebook Marketplace. I see too much going on lately. Criminals will find a way, and they have figured out that Facebook Marketplace is a way to take advantage of people. I just saw a news article that we're not even going to cover today just because we got enough to cover, but it was a Facebook Marketplace deal where a lady met up with another lady and stabbed her to death. It's just, man, you got to be careful when you don't know people. I don't do the Facebook Marketplace thing, but if I were to do it, it's going to be a public place inside, like a coffee shop or something. I don't care if I'm buying Tupperware from you. I mean, it's not worth it.
Not me online
Sell it
making
on eBay or something.
a Tupperware scam and trying to get you to buy it.
Tupperware. I have a thing for Tupperware, man.
I guess. Hey, that old school Tupperware was good, man.
Yeah.
Right.
You drop it off a building and it wouldn't crack. I mean, made of solid steel practically, it seemed like. All right, let's go to Maryland. And KJ, you ever been to Applebee's?
I have been to Applebee's.
Good food?
It is good food. And I was shocked and shooketh because one of them I walked in and there was a picture of my grandfather on the wall.
Well, there you go.
In an Applebee's. That is a true story. He was a football legend.
He was indeed.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you knew him.
Yeah, he paddled me. He did in high school.
You should have acted right.
I got caught mud riding and
on campus?
To the office. No, I was off campus. That was the problem. I was skipping class.
Oh.
And I got caught mud riding and
my grandfather
field right by the school because we were so smart in those days. And I had a 4-wheel drive Bronco. And we wanted to try it out. And it was a new construction area.
Of course.
And we got stuck. And so I had to go to the school and call someone to pull me out. And he said, well, you know, you're either going to miss a football game tonight or you're going to get that paddle. And I said, give me that paddle.
Y'all, you heard it here first.
Football game.
My grandfather spanked my co-host.
Spanked I mean, he didn't hold back either. That sucker hit me hard.
Oh, man.
But it was worth it.
Yeah.
It only hurt for about 5 minutes.
There you go. And you played ball that night?
I played ball.
Hell
that night.
yeah.
All right, let's get back to the article. Okay. So I'm glad to hear you've been to Applebee's, but next time you go, you may want to be careful if you go to the one in Maryland.
Okay. Because
2 adults were arrested for engaging in sexual activity in broad daylight in the parking lot of an Applebee's in Maryland.
Hey, some people, the food gets them sizzling.
Yeah, well, in this case, they were overly excited because the St. Mary's County Sheriff's Office responded to multiple calls around 4 p.m. Oh okay, so this is like freaking dinner time, man. 4 p.m.
For the old people.
Regarding a suspicious vehicle in the parking lot. Deputies arrived to find Kenesha Latasha Gross, who is 35 of Lexington Park, and James Matthew Washington, who is 58.
Oh,
yeah.
What's an old man? Old woman's a cougar. What's an old man?
An old man is a sugar daddy. So
that's right.
He must be a sugar daddy.
Hell yeah.
58 and 35 of Capitol Heights, allegedly naked and in the midst of intercourse in the back seat of the car. According to witness statements detailed in charging documents, one observer reported seeing the pair having sex with Gross's legs visibly raised, while another confirmed both individuals were completely nude during the act. The incident occurred in full view of passerby, leading to charges of indecent exposure and disorderly conduct against both parties. Gross was taken into custody and released later that day after posting a $2,000 bond. Washington was held overnight and released on his own recognizance the following day, and both are scheduled to appear in court February 23rd. Under Maryland law, indecent exposure is classified as a misdemeanor, punishable by a year in jail and a $1,000 fine. Disorderly conduct carries a maximum penalty of 90 days and a $500 fine. No prior prior criminal history for either one of the individuals released in the report. So, both misdemeanor. They're not going to do any jail time over this. Could cost them a couple $1,000. Is it worth it to do the deed in the parking lot in front of
think this might have
God
been
and everybody?
a prostitution thing?
No.
You don't think?
No, they were a couple, bro.
You sure?
I'm sure. Yeah. They were a couple.
That's a weird looking couple, like a weird grouping.
Well, I mean, I don't judge. I'm just saying.
Yes, we do.
You're missing the point of it. They had a sex at an Applebee's.
I know, but I'm wondering if they did because he paid and he was ready.
He was ready. Maybe that's why she's winning.
And
maybe
her dad
58-year-olds know what's up.
What kind of car were they in where you can get your legs up above your head right there and dad,
Wasn't my car. That's for damn sure.
No, we barely could fit those 12 meals that we bought for charity.
That's right.
Fit in there. Well, listen, a hotel room's cheap. You could go home,
Yeah, and I mean, if you want to be a little,
risque.
A little risque, or you want to have a little fun with your husband and take a chance, do it at 3:00 in the morning, not at 4:00 in the afternoon.
Or go out in the wilderness, where only the animals are going to be offended by
then it's not really in public. Some people, they like that risk.
Well, I don't want to see that in public.
No, I don't
Put your
either.
legs down, go have you a margarita, and
not
go
from
home.
Them two, for sure.
Good God. Get it together.
But yeah. Wildin' at the Applebee's.
That's right.
In Maryland.
All right, so let's go to Florida then.
All right.
So a 36-year-old homeless man was swiftly rearrested this past Tuesday morning after allegedly choking and attacking a 13-year-old boy with a knife at a school bus stop just days after being released from custody on unrelated charges. Christopher Stephen Schwabel. He faces charges of aggravated child abuse and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon following the unprovoked incident around 8:22 a.m. And I believe this is DeLand. I've never been there before. DeLand, Florida, is that what you would say?
That's what I would say.
All right. DeLand police responded to reports of a possible stabbing and found Schwabel on the ground with a head injury, restrained by a Good Samaritan bystander who intervened to protect the teen. Thank God. Witnesses told investigators that Schwabel approached the 7th grade student from Southwestern Middle School who was waiting for the bus with his brother. The suspect allegedly grabbed the boy by the throat, brandished a green and black folding knife, and began assaulting him. The teen managed to break free and run, suffering minor cuts, including to a finger and visible distress, but no life-threatening injuries. A passing driver, Joseph Wells, spotted the struggle while taking his own 15-year-old son to school. After making a U-turn, Wells confronted Schwabel, who reportedly pulled the knife from his sleeve and threatened him. In self-defense, Wells struck Schwabel twice with a toolbox he was carrying and held him down until officers arrived. Police recovered the knife from beneath Schwabel and took him into custody after he received medical treatment for his injuries. The teen later recounted the terrifying encounter to officers on body camera footage, describing how the man approached, said things he could not understand or make out. Then he grabbed him, pulled out the knife, and tried to hit him repeatedly. And this is a quote. "I just kind of tried to get out of the way, but he kept grabbing me," the boy said. His sister, Fernice Fertil, told media outlets her brother remains shaken and paranoid from the random attack, adding that he is reluctant to ride the school bus again. He's feeling a little bit better, but probably a little paranoid because it was unprovoked, she said. Court records show Schwabel had been released from the Volusia County Jail on January 13th, 2026, just about a week prior after his December 2025 arrest on charges of indecent exposure and possession of drug paraphernalia. These charges were dropped by prosecutors unrelated to the bus stop incident. Schwabel is described as a transient and currently homeless, was booked into jail on a $5,000 bond initially, though a judge later deemed him a danger to the public and ordered no bond following his first court appearance. Good job to that judge. Volusia County Schools issued a statement saying they are collaborating with law enforcement and local authorities to enhance monitoring and safety at bus stops across the district. The community has praised the brave intervention by Wells, who told reporters he acted on instinct. Fight or flight kicked in. My body chose fight. He affirmed he would step in again if needed. Schwabel remains in custody as this investigation continues.
Yeah, and we'll post the picture of Schwabel. Let me tell you, this dude beat the shit out of Schwabel. Wait till you see the picture. I mean, this is like, and shout out to that guy. So many people see things like this happen and they don't want to get involved. And I understand that. But had this guy not got involved, that could have been really bad.
Absolutely.
Kid could have been killed.
Yeah.
And so shout out to him. It sounds like he didn't hesitate. He saw something and he acted.
And, that's fatherly instinct. And I think that's one of the beautiful things, too. We're talking about bad stuff all the time here. But that's one of the beautiful things about being a parent is that you will protect, a good parent, you'll protect other people's kids, too. You recognize the threat. You had your own 15-year-old in the car and you said, hold on, skirt, hit a Yui, and then beat the shit out of this guy on the side of the road. Yeah. And look, I don't know why, but I was expecting this to be an older man, like in my mind. Mm-hmm. And this bad guy here is young.
Yeah, he's younger.
Yeah, and indecent exposure.
36.
Yeah.
That's pretty young.
But indecent exposure, that stresses me. And it makes me wonder why he was trying to choke this boy.
Yeah.
So I think that judge, for once, I can say I appreciate what this judge did here.
Yeah. Looks like Florida don't play in a lot of ways.
I love that about Florida.
Well, we're going to bring you an update that we got on a case we covered just a few months ago, some breaking news, if you will, and that is that former Canadian Olympic snowboarder Ryan Wedding, who is also known as Kelly's crush,
has
a bounty issue.
Stop.
Has been captured. He's been caught after a bounty was issued in the amount of $15 million.
Money talks. Hey everyone, Crime Wire Weekly has moved to its own new channel.
We hope you've enjoyed this preview. To continue listening, please follow the link referenced in the description of this podcast.
Or simply search Crime Wire Weekly wherever you're listening.
And don't forget to follow the show so you can be alerted when new episodes drop.
Thanks for listening.